Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? So, if you guys remember, last episode we made a Nether star chicken. The problem is that I don't have the seed to feed it, which is a tier 8 seed. So why is that a problem? Well, normally I use the soul extractor, I put the chicken inside, I get the soul. This is no longer an option, because either I'm going to need 16 Nether stars or a draconium chicken, which is a bit expensive. But thankfully this is an FTB mod pack. There is a cheaty way using the world engine. So long story short, we can make a soul tier 8 using some nether stars and souls tier 7. The problem is that we didn't have enough nether stars. I got something weird, and that bee always spawns in the most inconvenient locations. Give me my skull. We run. So see you back at the base. This could take some time. I don't know why I mentioned that we have to see each other at the base. We actually have to meet each other at the world engine. And yeah, this time I brought the redstone. I gave you 2 redstone. Anyways, that's not very important. Let's get our souls. Yeah, 4 of them. So in order to make the seed, we almost have everything except the empowerer from actually additions. That's a lot of crafting. You know, it doesn't really help since they have also changed all the textures. I don't remember what to craft. It has been 9 versions of Minecraft and still making this guy is not that easy. I always get confused. But that should be 1 block of... He died. But that should be 1 block of empowered emerald. There are ender gates on the pedestals. That took a while, but there you go. That is our tier 8 seed. It gives us way more experience, and from now on we're going to have 3 nether stars. I was also thinking about tier 9, but unfortunately that one requires awakened draconium. It kind of escalated a bit more quickly than I was expecting, but it's perfectly fine. It's for time crystals, neutronium, antimatter, etc. So we don't really need it right now. But in the meantime, I have purchased a few more chicken trainers. We can craft them, it's just that I'm a bit lazy. Because you know, you need like 3 chickens, you need your rod, you need your wand. It's a bit confusing. And I have also maxed out these chickens. However, right now, we're going to focus on the replication mod. I don't know if it's useful or not, but it's beautiful. We might as well have it. And please ignore the hole. I wanted the base to be elevated like this and using stairs. Unfortunately, using an elevator is kind of counterproductive. So that's going to be our room for the replication mod. Let's get started. So last episode we realized in order to get the raw replica ore, what we're going to need is other rock. And a goat. But in any case, I have brushed more other rock and we have a decent supply of replica ingots. Not sure if we have... yeah, we just have 1 block in the system. That was a quest reward. Everything from the replication mod we can actually craft relatively easily. The only problem is the replicator itself. That has to be done inside the world engine. And yeah, obviously we're going to go with 8. It's faster replication. It does take a fair bit of time though. Thank you. Alright guys, this is our replication room. I'm not a chicken. Oh, there was a bee. Yes. So for those of you who don't know, it's actually quite simple to use. You just have to remember that everything has to be connected using a network pipe. And the network pipe has to have access to power. That's why I had an ender gate, but it has a few components. This network can replicate almost everything from vanilla Minecraft. And the way that it works is that first off, you're going to need an identification chamber. What does it do? Good question. You take a memory chip. You put it inside the identification chamber, and for example, you just add glowstone to it. So now your system knows how to duplicate glowstone. You can see everything inside the replication terminal, and yeah, we should have glowstone. There you go. The chips go inside chip storage, and I have 2 of them, just in case we have tons of chips. Everything that you want to replicate has a few elements. There are a total of 8 elements. And as long as you have those elements inside matter tanks which are connected to the entire network, you can craft whatever you want. Obviously, you can provide it with more elements. If you put something inside the disintegrator, it will break down everything. And once you want to order something, you just use the replicators. Voila. It will come to an inventory. We don't need them, obviously. Also, in this mod pack, there is an AE2 replication bridge, which you can connect it to your AE2 system. That's quite nice. So as I have already mentioned, I have more replicators because I wanted everything to be crafted faster, but I also decided to make 8 disintegrators. And to be honest with you, that was a terrible choice, because in this mod pack, you can provide the disintegrator with a dark matter ball, or red matter, or blocks, or whatever, and that gives you 4.1k of every single element. But as you might have noticed, I have already scanned the echo shards. We can have, I don't know, a stack of them. This is why I went with 8. 8 works fine with a stack. Yeah. We just got it. We don't need that. Well, now that we have a functioning system, how do we make it a bit more fancy? Not really sure. I just made like a bajillion other rock. We're gonna brush them to get more replica ore. Well, this is kind of nice because we're also getting tons of Certus quartz dust. But yeah, we're at the shaft. And we're in the basement. You know, I should have really started using villagers, but I guess it's too late for that. So which one looks nicer? I go with the block, right? Not the raw ore. Okay, so you can't really make it fancy. I broke a cable by accident and then my game crashed. I had to load a backup. So this is fine and perfect and we're never ever going to touch it. However, the good thing about this guy is that I just realized you can replicate anything from QIO network. So I can order more drives. There you go. I just broke one of my drives and scanned it. But cool, we have all the drives. Now, let us try to do some progress. I took that block. I have to put it back. So we have to complete a few tasks for the Wayfinder peasants as well as the Enchanter peasant. And then we're going to have extra peasants. So I thought to myself, since I already claimed the compass, we might as well finish the Wayfinder first. We have to make something called Chronotian glass, and that requires a core. Which we have to go to a dungeon. I'm gonna eat you. He disappeared. Give me beef. Technically speaking, I am eating you already. Anyways, long story short, we need to prepare. I made myself a pocket storage unit tier 4. It's like a dank null. And I also thought to myself, maybe we should get into bubbly heart canisters. Just in case there are mobs. This is from Lord Traverse of Darkness, and it's one of the most amazing mods ever. We get ourselves a heart amulet. We can make red heart canisters. Let's make 20. We are going to convert 10 of them into yellow hearts. Oops. Oh, it's enchanted. That is perfectly fine. We have replication. But there you go. Extra heart canisters. We shall have 20 in total. Where's the rest? It went into the system. My bad. I also tried to improve my hammer a bit. It has unbreaking and efficiency. Fortune wasn't optional. And honestly speaking, it doesn't really matter, but we have to dig that way. And I have already dug until almost deep slate. My fellow Dark Ones, it's a long journey from home, but I think we have arrived. So can we teleport? Yes. Oh, it's dark. Wait, how am I supposed to see? I guess we're not supposed to see. Oh, there's an elevator block. Going down? Oh, much better. And I just realized this is a puzzle. Oh, there is a jetpack. There is a portal gun. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how it works. That's a portal. Where does it take me? Okay. Yes, we're out. I was just trying to right-click on the stairs. You know how to press a button. Thank you. Place cubes on the gold block to trigger doors or specific contraptions. What cube? Oh, hi. That cube. Oh, lovely. Don't lose them. Do you have more? Can I get that one back? I guess the answer is no. Oh, we're not going to give you any tips. Why? Okay, so I came through this hole. Now I think we have to go to another hole. I don't fit. Now I will. Okay, we got a test cube. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of going up there even with the boots. Actually, maybe there is. I'm just blind. Can I go to that platform, please? Yes. Oops. Go back. Now we go through that hole. Oh, and place the block. Yes. Thank you. So I'm assuming the door is open. We can just... Ouch. Yeah, we can cross. Was I meant to be here or is there another floor? Okay, only 2 floors. Mind the gap. Ooh, that gap. Well, we can just teleport. Yeah. Yes, pressing buttons is useful. There was one over there. So I can jump there. I think. Yes. I don't see any other way. I think we just have to go down. Pick up the cube with a portal gun and find the gold block. Sure. Oh. Hi. Feel trapped? Yes, a lot. Look for trapdoors. I don't see any trapdoors. Actually, I do have a feeling that our goal is to get through there. Maybe not, but that is a trapdoor. I was 50% correct. So I guess we can pass? Thank you. You know, I just figured out these are supposed to be security cameras. Okay, let's go. Oops. Let's just open a portal and try to go in. Yes. Oh my goodness. Find the hidden door button. I think the last guy who went in kind of suffocated. I have been trying weird things, but apparently there is a button here that should do something. somewhere. Oh yeah, over there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's one of those things. Actually, I'm not good at that. We're gonna cheat. Yeah. I just jumped from there. Oh, it's just that we can't really go in there, so let's come back a bit and try this again. So now we press that button, and I have to go over there? Really? Ouch. I don't really understand what to do, but I'm assuming they just want us to get out, right? Because there's nothing here. Yeah, there is a gold block, but what can you do? Maybe the door is open? Oh yeah, the door is open. We're fine. We go up. Hello? I hate those things. I really do. Okay, let's just go away. Oh, we have to go up there. Voila. Perfect jump. Really? Let's press the button. Check the trapdoors. I know one of them opened. Can you yeah, we can crawl. The cake was not a lie. Do I have to eat the cake? Well, I can't eat the cake. It tells you how to use trapdoors. Okay. So there is no way I can get through that hole or the other one. Whatever it is, it should be in there. But there was nothing in there. Well, there's a different block. Oh my goodness. So we know that we're going to encounter a mimic, because there's no way in this universe that's a chest. How do we go there? Oh, there's a hole. And that was the mimic. Oh, there's a button. So I'm assuming now the mimic is free and it's roaming around. That's all I get. One block. We're not gonna open it. And I guess we press every single button. There's a sneaky button on the other side. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, the ceiling is open. Oh, it opens at weird intervals. Okay. Hi. 5 out of 5. The cake room. Give me. Oh, it opened on its own. And this one will open on its own. They're going to fill in the room with slow and relaxing gas. Well, I pressed the button. Something happened. That's the incinerator. There's a saying that blood never lies. There's a button. Hi. Then there's a ladder, which I can make the jump. You can't walk on trapdoors. I suppose. I never liked parkour. I'm just saying. So these are the things that we have to trash. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's 4 of them. I guess they want us to go there. There's a button. What happened? Oh, the core dropped. Okay, that's one of the things that we have to incinerate. We have to also find a way to dislodge these ones. Do we do this one by one? I'm not really sure, but let's press the button and see what happens. Yeah, that worked. You know, I just walked on the platform to see if there are any hints. There's a button. Fancy Twilight Forest doors. And a fancy trapdoor. We go in. That's another trapdoor. No? Oh, that was a button. So the button opens the bar and... Valentine block. Do we have to pick it up with the portal gun? Yeah. Wait, how are we supposed to go back? Oh, yes. Another trapdoor. We take you. I don't know if we need you or not. But there's something else on the ground. Orange core. We got 2. Because I broke the block twice. We shall incinerate. We are 50% done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a teeny tiny glitch. The generator room was not opening, and well, I placed the companion cube again, I picked it up, now it's open. Maybe it's because I broke it like twice? I'm not really sure. Hello? Well, that's gold. Hello again. There's a button. Don't explode. But something should have dropped. Oh yeah, something did drop. Let's incinerate that one as well. Then there's only one left. Then we're going to be free. And hopefully there are not going to be that many dungeons. Also, there is a path which has opened. Yeah, we can teleport. So it does go up, which is amazing. Oh, that's just a door. And that's a trapdoor. That's another trapdoor. So you know what we do? Do I need the block? Oops. Yeah, we have to jump down. There's no way back. We shall take the block. So here is your Valentine's block. Do something. Yeah, the final piece. So we are going to incinerate that one as well and hope for the best. Are we done? Yes, there is a door. You wanted to kill me. How dare you? Wait, there is something there. Well, I jumped. I spawned here. Oh, there it is. We take it. Well, I wanted to make sure that we will pick it up. No, actually, we just go home. We're done. Anyways, now that we have the star, we have to make the glass, and the recipe is quite simple. I don't really know if it's possible or not, but we're going to try and make 4 sets. Just in case we need it for something in the future. And who knows, maybe it looks cool. That should be the first set. Does it take time? A duration 800 ticks, that's 40 seconds. Oh, we're done. So let's recharge the crystal. Or the star. Oh, it does need the upgrade. Okay, we're fine. We just go to the Wayfinder. Is that the glass? That's not bad. But we have completed the task. Thank you so much. And you sell me a bunch of goodies. Even flight. Well, we take the Nautilus shell, we take the Elytra, Rainbow Oak sapling, I don't really know, the Enderman head, and some mob imprisonment tools. So now, as usual, there is a bit of an upgrade to the engine. So let's do the upgrade. Thank you, the upgrade has been done. We can refill the core. How long does that one take? 200 ticks. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, it is the next day for me, and I have made myself some deep shelves. And I think the only thing that I have to do is to convert 2 of them into echoing deep shelf. We are going to visit a peasant and complete our stage. Wait a minute, you can buy lightning upgrade orbs. Interesting. I need 4 deep shelves. What? Honestly speaking, that's not a big deal. That's 4. We take some experience, and we infuse. And of course, we submit. Assemble. Where is it gonna place it? At least it's symmetrical. So now we need to go to the original peasant and unlock new peasants. Hey you, unlock people. So I'm a bit excited about these ones. This one is the Infernal. You know, the most important thing is that what do you sell? Everything that I can craft. Except that one. And for him I actually have to kill somebody from Cataclysm. What, you jerk? Then we have the Lightbender. What the heck is a Lightbender? Oh, mechanism, lasers. Okay. And you sell me night vision. That's actually useful. And there's the Catalyst. Hello, Catalyst. You're weird. I just wanted to say that he seems the most useful. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, it has been a teeny tiny bit of time later, and I have been thinking what we should do next. So with the new peasants that are going to guide us, what we need to do is that we need to go to 2 different dungeons and also fight Ignis. Do I stand a chance? Probably not. Even though you might notice I have upgraded all of my tools to netherite, I even have sharpness on my sword, and I enchanted everything using our enchantment setup. Another thing is that we have like 5 rows of hearts, so 50 health, but still, I don't think that's going to be enough. We also need to improve our power, so I'm making crystals. One of the things that I have noticed is that in this mod pack we have an add-on to Apotheosis as well as Iron Spells mod. It's called Iron's Apothec. It gives you better gems, so it's going to be really stupid not to take advantage of that. Meaning that we're going to get into Iron Spells mode. How? I'm not really sure. But we're going to figure it out together. That's blocked. Wait, now that it's blocked, how do I get out of here? We dig from here. Yes. If we want to get into the Iron Spells mod, we need 2 mobs. One of them I think we can find here, at the ancient battlegrounds. I re-enchanted my hammer, so now it's working worse. Way worse. One of the things that I have noticed is that, yeah, I have 1 minute of flight, but it's not going to be enough to reach here. So why are we digging with a hammer? We make a tunnel. It's a teeny tiny bit faster. I never checked which Y level. Oh, it's higher. I'm so garbage, I don't even have step assists. I guess it's still considered to be early game. Seriously? Not the best time. So another thing that you might notice is that I have some deep learners. We're gonna take copies. Why are they mad? Who's mad? Nobody's mad. So if possible, we want to take the gas. Come on. Yes, I got him. If possible, we also want to have a data model for those guys. Okay, he can't fit. So it's called an Ancient Knight, and what do you drop? We don't care about that. What happened? He's killing all the pigmen. That is weird. Hey, you. Uh-oh. I forgot they do that. We are in a kind of a mess. And one of the worst parts of carrying a storage is that you never have blocks to block anyone. Whoop. Hello. Oh, baby. Oh, and by the way, I got knowledge of the ages. And capturing on my sword. Oh, they can pass. I don't think it matters. I have killed like a lot. That one has nether, right? You see, this is what I mean, that we have to become way more tough. This is not really working to me. Experience-wise, it's kind of fun. There's also an apotheosis boss. Dude, die. Thank you. I just wanted to mention, it's been around 10 minutes later and I can't go up. They keep coming down. You know, it's like a skyblock, so they don't have any other place to spawn. Yeah, this is not worth it. Let's go home. I'll think of something. Yeah, you might notice I have killed 305 of them. So first things first, my armor is taking a huge beating. Thankfully, we do have some bottles of enchanting. And it is one of those things that we can replicate, so let's have a pattern for it. I have already made myself an enchanter from Ender.io because I wanted looting. And now we're going to try and make some mending. I know these are not going to help, but my armor is breaking. Now that we have mending and we can repair our tools, I have also went to the magician and purchased a mega torch and a dread lamp. Maybe we can stop them from spawning. I'm not sure. Are they mad? I don't think they're mad. Oh, they are mad. So here is a torch, here is a lamp. Let's hope it works. I don't hear anyone being mad. Except those guys. Let us place another one here. We have to kill everyone anyways. Let's make everyone angry. They can't climb. And the best part is I don't see any new spawns. Let's kill everyone. I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Come back here, you stupid baby. That is the last one. So we have our data model, it's inside the deep learner. Let's wake them up. One by one. So that part went marvelously. We have our data model, which is perfect. It's basic. It is, right? Yeah. The other guy is the Dead King. So normally I think we have to find it in a very difficult and complicated way, but I think I have been lucky. Do you see that structure? I think that is the catacombs. I could be wrong, but we will see. And I'm digging the wrong way. Since we do have night vision, I also did not lit up the cave so that we get some creepers. I need them for the Iron Spells mod. Wait, they don't show on the map. Yeah, but we're almost there and I did not check the Y level. Oh my goodness. You know, this could be a total bust. I'm not even sure if it's there. But it is at the correct Y level and it seems like to be the correct structure. We're also getting mobs, so yeah, actually let's go down. This is StoneBlock. You can dig straight down. I think. There are so many of them. Let's put the torch. We don't need it anyways. Yeah, 20 blocks left. Wait, what? Oh, that's the one. Is that the catacomb? That is the catacombs. I should really purchase keys. What the hell is going on here? There was a horde of zombies. I mean, we're not super OP, but we're doing decent damage and we can tank most of the damage, so I'm not worried. It's just that there are weird mobs. And they keep spawning. Okay. That was a trial chamber, apparently. This is why we got so many mobs. That is the throne room. Finally. We're going in. And we're surrounded. Yeah, that's the problem. You see? There's like so many of them. Is that a wandering trader? I think. Oh my goodness, one of those stupid things. Makes it way worse. Especially when you can't find him. Also, I just wanted to mention, the fight in this mod pack seems to be way harder than all the mods. I never had these problems. Why are you stuck? I'm sorry, but this is like a never-ending horde. We should block off the gate. One more block. I use that. Stay there. So now here's the question. Does he have to be sitting or awake? Well, his spawn egg is the corpse. But that doesn't say the corpse. One, by the way, you might notice that thanks to the FTB team, every data that we get for this data model is almost 1,000. So we just have to kill him once. I'm not your dog. Hello, dead one. Oh boy. That's not good. I'm just hoping that his AI is a bit stupid. Yeah, he's stuck. So let's take another data model. We try to hide again. You know, back here seems to be fine. Ooh. We put them in and now we have to kill him. Also, his AI isn't stupid. He follows me. Quite fine. Yeah, maybe he is stupid. I got him stuck. Well, as long as he doesn't spawn his minion. He walks fast. Does he teleport? I think he does. I just realized that in all the mods, we never fought him. I always left him in a jar. Just stay there. Oops. Yes. Are you dead? No. I had no idea it continues. Yeah, I was thinking that it was not time for him to die, because I couldn't do 250 damage. He's stuck. And don't move. And don't have a third phase. Please. We're done. Oh boy. Ah, you shut up. Stupid child. Now that we have all the data models that we're going to need, let's go to the world engine. I have prepared a care package. Let's hope I'm not wrong. No, that worked. That is our simulation chamber. And again, a bit of a garbage memory, but let's take one more of these glass. So everything goes in, and that should be our loot fabricator. Yeah, 9 of them. But at this very moment, we don't really have to go that crazy. Let's have 3 simulation chambers and 1 loot fabricator. And a bunch of matrix. Yeah, you see, the data model for the Dead King is superior. It's almost self-aware. Oh, they don't have power. It's fine. We have ender gates. Don't you worry. Wait, shouldn't the matrix go in? It is in. It's working. Yes. So, the Dead King is consuming 1000 RF. The other one is just 256. We're doing fine. And we already got 2 predictions. So, we want a teeny tiny bit of runestone. And the rest we're going to go with arcane essence. I forgot, this is superior, so every time we are going to get something. Almost. We're going to hyper-automate everything after we get applied energistics, but for the moment this has to do. Because the main problem that I have is that applied energistics requires a brand new dungeon. If you want to do it properly. But yeah, we're getting arcane essence. Now it is time for the other important component of the Iron Spells mod. Platinum. No, well, we do need to have the platinum chicken. It's going to make us a ton of platinum. That platinum is going to give us the blocks of platinum, a bit more, and we're just going to put it next to our goo. The platinum block does have a nice texture, but that's what we're looking for. Mithril. We got 12. Fortune doesn't work. Oh, you have to harvest it one by one. Otherwise you get the same fortune, and probably this one was garbage. And yeah, harvesting them one by one pays off. Because this time we got 20. Also, I think for cooking this guy, yeah, we need a blast furnace. What? Weeping Well. Malum. Oh, is this the mod which looks like Eidolon? I think. We will get into that, we have to. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a decent supply of mithril, so let's get started. First off, I absolutely have no idea, but it does seem that we have some abjuration essence from Ars Nouveau. It's very important, but I don't know how we got it. Otherwise, it's easy to craft, it's just that apparently it has been sitting there for the past 20 hours. Secondly, if we get some flourishing archwood, what we would be able to make is the restoration tablets. Exactly the opposite of what I just said. Tablet of restoration. Yes. We also need to have a ritual brazier, and we need to also manipulate some source. So that is a source relay. I think you select the jar, then the relay, then you select the relay, and hook it up to another relay, and send it into a jar. Perfect. That was very complicated for me, but we have a tablet of restoration. Also, using the cognition mod, what you can do is that you can make yourselves name tags. I have made 2. We shall name it Papa Felix. And I guess by now you guys know the drill. That is Papa Felix. He's fine. We name Papa Felix. He's fine. And we need some snowballs. We got it from a dungeon. Wow, this is expensive. The one from Power. 500,000 RF. We shall hit Papa Felix with the snowball. Yes. Please don't explode and don't jump up and down. Maybe we cover you? Oops. I think we're good. So I have a simple clicker from Just Dire Things. We want you to right click on hostile. Okay. We're getting bottles of lightning, but I'm not gonna open that. We're just gonna use an item collector. Like so. Yeah, we got 21. That's too fast. I'm worried about Papa Felix. But we have bottles of lightning. Using our ships, I did manage to make myself some wizard's armor. Using the runes and the bottles, we're going to make a few lightning runes. And voila. The electromancer's hat, I guess the robe, the leggings, and the boot. Now we are really fancy. But I know what you're thinking, Lash. You look amazing. You're a fancy kind wizard. Where's your staff? That is actually an amazing question because I also forgot. Yeah, there is an orb. We need more bottles. Papa Felix is doing fine. And being very productive. This is also the part that I'm not exactly sure of, but I think we need to have a lightning rod like so. And we just right click. There is no weather. You know, it does have to be hit with lightning, right? So let's give it a test. If it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so there is literally no way in this universe that we can make it rain. Everything has been disabled. So we either have to go with this staff or maybe this one. I like the one which is on my left hand. I'm also a lefty. Yeah, it looks fancy enough, I guess. Also, it does give you better perks, so why not? Another very important thing is that now we have to make the spells. Oh boy, what? Well, we don't have to do everything in order. This is the scroll forge. That is a quest. You know, I just realized the recipe for this inscription table is literally like the engineer's workbench. We do need to get some source, which is working, perfect. And everything goes in. Wait, how much source do you need? Oh, these are the wrong things. I made a jar, so please ignore the boo-boo. We're doing fine. It takes 5 seconds. Oh, it's ready. I have done a lot of things. This is why we got so many quests. However, the main problem is that I need the ink. Well, that's an epic one. We can use that. They do give us some garbage spells. So if we drop it in the cauldron, do we get the ink? It does say there's a 50% chance. And you right-click it. Okay, so this is common. We wait. Lovely. From here onwards, there should not be a hiccup. We add copper. I need more rare ink. Oh, we can add it. It's fine. Well, let me see how far I can go, because I don't think I can go to legendary. Yeah, that's epic. So we have 2. Well, 2 random explosions. Well, as I was saying, it doesn't really matter. We can go with epic. Obviously, what we want is chain lightning. So now it's an epic spell and it does 20 damage. And it will hit 10 targets. Using the arcane anvil, we're going to put it on our sword. And then using the lightning upgrade orbs, we're going to upgrade our damage. How do we do that? Yes. So every time that we do this, it's 5% more power. And yeah, the default limit is only 3 upgrades. We might increase it, just for fun. But since we have also been to the ancient city, we can get a bit more upgrades. What a jerk. Stay in the cauldron. You know, I think some people just don't like to donate blood. I think that's enough. Also, I didn't want a fisherman, he was just walking around a barrel or something. But that should be some bottles of blood. And we need a teeny tiny bit of wool. And with everything that I have just made, we can make an ancient codex. It gives us 200 mana. It's amazing. Don't you have a slot for books? Thank you. Now I need to upgrade my armor. I'll be right back. As it turns out, we had enough flight duration to come back to the catacombs. I just wanted to show you how powerful we are. And I'm also looking for some inks, just in case. Yeah. This is great. Also, what are these things? Malum. So what will happen to the loot? I guess we will never know. And yeah, this time I actually purchased like 50 keys from the quartermaster. Quantum goats? This is fun. Well, at least the good part is that finally we can fight. A bit. Oh, and by the way, these are the garbage enchantments that I got on my armor. I used the disenchanter. My fellow Dark Ones, the changes that I have made to my wardrobe made a huge difference. So do you remember this dungeon over here? I finished it. And I even got myself some alchemical bags. They're very useful. So I want to go more dungeon hunting, but before doing that, there are a few things that I want to do. Let's go to the world engine. We don't need the source. We're going to have a tank filled in with lava eggs. And I guess we can just empty you. Yeah. We're going to make keys. A lot of them. Oh, and by the way, in order to make the lockpick, what you're going to need is Spectre ingots. Obviously, you can get ectoplasm from the sapling, which you just right-click a sapling, a normal sapling with the ectoplasm, and you will get the Spectre sapling. But we are getting it from our mob farms, so we don't have a problem. It's not a crazy amount, but it's decent. And the other thing that I wanted was Fusion Crafting Core. World Engine Advanced Machine Block. Well, Crystal Matrix is fine. Oh, it's all of these. Oops. Oh, the Mighty Ender Chicken. I'll be very honest with you, I'm not really going to fight him right now. Because still I'm gearing up. For example, I realize you can reroll your codex and, well, you can add a gem to it. You can't see the gem. Oh yeah, it's here. 20% lightning spell power. Even though I cannot handle the Ender Chicken, trash mobs are fine. Also, these dungeons are amazing. I found so many Starbuncle tokens and, I don't know, even dark matter. It was great. Hello, boys. That was nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I had a bit of fun, and let's get back to work. So I just scanned a few QIO exporters and importers. Let's order some. We're going to need a drive and the dashboard. Did I get the dashboard? No? Give me. So this QIO network is going to be for our chickens and storage drawers. So over the past 2 episodes, I don't know why I get feathers here. But over the past few episodes, I have maxed out a few chickens. It's actually not a few, it's a ton. We have aluminium, we have copper, glowstone, sand, iron, glass, soul sand, and I'm not gonna read the rest. I think even our nether star chicken should be maxed out. If not, it's probably very close. Yeah, 121 out of 128. But this is all the basic chickens, diamond, gold, coal, etc. Wait, what are you? Stone. Stone is important, yes. So 4 slots left here and 24 over there. That's 28 slots. I don't even think we have 28 more chickens. We might have to have a few of each and every one, but we will see. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to have a brand new network for our chickens. You know, we call it chickens. It has some QIO drives, so we can hold 64,000 items. We are also going to have a roost collector, which should link up to all the roosts. In the tooltip, it does tell you that it has a range of 30 blocks, so that's good enough. And we also have a roost feeder. So first things first, the seed. I have upgraded the farmland. We're gonna set the importer to chickens, and I don't know, we import everything. And we have 2 of them, so there you go. So if I'm not wrong, everything that we're getting should go into the system. That is correct. Now, we're going to have an exporter on the feeder, and we're going to ask it to export the seed. And obviously we choose the frequency, otherwise it doesn't work. Do you have to configure it? Oh, you have to select which one. Okay. I mean, it's semi-user friendly, but you have to specify which roost, and you also have to specify which seed. And I have 48 roosts, so it does take a bit of time. But cool, are you getting seeds? Finally! I'm assuming same thing goes with the collector. I have increased the range. Now it's collecting everything. Maybe I'm blind. Is there like a select all? There should be a select all option. But yeah, we have everything. So for the first time in my life, I'm using the brand new version of the frame drawers. It took me ages to understand how it works. But apparently the cover goes first, the interior goes second, and then the drawer. Can you put garbage in? Oh. Didn't look like a drawer. So we're just gonna have a bunch of big ones. I need more. Yeah, as I was saying, we're going to have a few big ones and a few 2x2s. I just wanted to mention, it's not just for roost, it's for all of our storage. I should really make a habit of making more of each item. I'll be right back. But anyways, we select a controller and a drawer. Oh, we're just off by 1 block. It's okay, that can be easily fixed. You go inside. Now the range should be fine. So this is something that I wanted to check because it does have pipes on the roost collector, but it doesn't auto output. It's fine, we can pump in the items. Later on we're going to have a storage bus to this controller, but for the moment, this will do. And we should probably lock everything as we go on. So my fellow dark ones, these are our chickens, and yes, we even have the nether star one. We're not producing enough seeds, that is a problem. It's not a horrifying problem, we just need 1 more set of garden closures and we will have 8 more seeds. That should be enough. However, we were generating resources incredibly fast and I could not find any solution in order to pump it out fast. You know, from the collector to the controller. And here's why. So the ultimate pipe upgrade is gated after the quantum ring from Applied Energistics. The import bus itself from Applied Energistics isn't really gated, but we need a few gizmos in order to make circuits. And also one of the things I realized is that we don't have silicon. I have to get a silicon chicken. So I used the normal pipe upgrade, didn't really work. I used logistical sorters from Mechanism, that didn't work. And then I found this, item transporter industrial foregoing. And the best part is that you can put add-ons in it and it will work super fast, like a transfer node. You know, it works within 1 block, so 1 inventory, 2nd inventory, you just right click and it will export. But you see how fast everything is, right? The peasants do sell the add-ons, so it wasn't a big deal. It's just that I have spent a lot of money. And we are generating so many resources that at this very moment we're actually voiding everything. I need my netherite chicken. That could take some time. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, eventually my netherite chicken was maxed out, therefore I could upgrade every single drawer that we have with netherite upgrades. And yeah, you might notice that we have 373,000 nether stars. And the funny part is that there aren't actually that many uses, unless we make power out of it. That could work. So far everything is going smoothly. We have a few more chickens that are being trained. None of them are finished, but they're close to be finished. Obviously there are going to be 2 more, and eventually I also have to make a skystone chicken. Just in case you're wondering, we actually do need to have skystone in order to make flux dust. Otherwise you don't really need to have that much skystone. However, the reason that I have 2 villagers over here, you know, from Applied Energistics, they don't go to master? Well, there is something called Sky Steel Ingot, and I was hoping that they sell it. I don't think they sell it. It's okay, Applied Energistics is for next episode anyways. And besides, we have tons of skystone. So wait a minute, if I have villagers, why do I need the chicken? I don't really know. I never claimed to be the brightest spark. I have also started working on a kitchen, but I just wanted to tell you, this resource generation with the chickens is just ridiculous. I have 1 million redstone. I haven't been AFK, or it hasn't been like 4 days later, it's like the next day. And I'm not on a server. Oh, and by the way, since Papa Felix is working tirelessly in order to provide us with bottles of lightning, I decided to increase the maximum number of upgrades that we can have on our armor. Yeah, it's a config file, you just change it a bit. But we have tons of bottles. Oh, and I just forgot to mention, yeah, we were not generating enough seeds with 2 garden cloches. Obviously, we will later on have a better farmland, but for the moment, I added more garden cloches, 16 to be exact. And now the problem is that it's always full. I have to balance it out after I get all the chickens. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.